The building of the Tabernacle, with the Israelites sewing the curtains, is a painting by the 17th century Flemish artist Adriaen Van Stalbemt. An Israelite seamstress is depicted in heavy concentration, resting the fabric of the curtain that was to divide the inner sanctums of the tabernacle on her knee, whilst a nearby metal worker is receiving instructions and measurements for the bronze basin. Behind them, craftsmen and workers are collaborating together on the meticulous designs given to Moses on the mountain for the tabernacle and its constituent parts, the two altars, the basin, the lampstand, the table, and the ark. In the background, the structure's frame is beginning to rise as pillars made of gold are lifted up towards the sky. See that you make them according to the pattern shown you on the mountain, was the repeated and explicit directive given to Moses by the Lord. Moses was with God for 40 days on Mount Sinai, where he received a blueprint for the place where God was to dwell amongst his people, as well as careful measurements and detailed instructions about how to forge the tools of the priestly trade, the objects that would allow the continual intercession required for a holy God to draw near to the people that he had chosen. In time, as the priests ministered to the people, God's desire was that they would be a nation of priests, ministering salvation to the whole earth. God did not just give instructions to be followed, he also inspired and anointed craftsmen to use their own creativity to complete the work. He says to Moses, "See, I have called by name Bezalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, and I have filled him with the Spirit of God, with ability and intelligence, with knowledge and all craftsmanship, to devise artistic designs, to work in gold, silver, and bronze, in cutting stones for setting, and in carving wood, to work in every craft." We see that God directs and inspires, and both guides and gifts, desiring to work with us to achieve his aims. God's first work in creation is in Genesis, where we are told that he rested on the seventh day, calling it holy. But even though he rested from creation, his work of recreation continues in the new covenant. He chooses no longer to create ex nihilo, or from nothing, but now he takes the old and makes it new. This is his work of salvation, which was foreshadowed in the Old Testament and the tabernacle. He works to make us holy. The bronze altar of sacrifice represents the sacrifice of Christ, and the golden altar of incense are the prayers and worship that we can now offer in the presence of God. The bronze basin is where we are washed continually as we come to Christ, and where he makes us into holy vessels chosen for his use. Philippians says that it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose. God is active today, just as he was thousands of years ago, working in us and through us and for us. He works in us to purify our hearts and to fill us with his love and light, just as he worked in the hearts of the labourers as they patiently constructed his dwelling place and considered his worth. He works through us as he anoints us with gifts to build his church, just as he blessed his craftsmen with a genius to fashion the priestly utensils and garments. And he works for us, bringing everything together for his great purposes. And just as the seamstress in Van Stalbemt's depiction had no idea of the part that she was playing in his overall purpose, so we too are called to labour with him, playing our part in his great work of salvation and holiness.